Hey, if you're looking for Boundary Break, it's a once a week show, and I promise it's going to come out very, very soon, especially this week instead of lately. I've been doing a lot of big projects, but next episode is going to come out really soon, so, don't worry about it. But what's Real Talk? Well, Real Talk is just a video diary, basically, where I take you through the journey that I'm going through as a YouTuber, because I feel like not enough people offer that perspective. And so with that said, let's get started right now. So I just wrapped up the Zelda Ocarina of Time video, and there's a lot to talk about there. So I decided that Ocarina of Time was like a huge game, and to try to give it some weight, to make it feel like it's as important as it is as a video game, I tried to get as many Zelda entertainers or contributors as possible, because, well, in general, they've been really good to me ever since I put out the very first Zelda video that I ever did, which was Wind Waker. And I wanted to give back to them especially, but most importantly, Ocarina of Time is a huge game. It's one of the most influential games of all time. And so, well, first I was approached by Alex Trevino from Zelda Universe, and he was a bit of a fan of some of my Zelda Boundary Break videos, and he was the one that said, hey, let's do a collaboration sometime. And I thought to myself, what a great opportunity. Like, that's insane. I've been featured on Zelda Informer before, and I really look up to Zelda Informer and Zelda Universe. And just to have a video featured on Zelda Informer meant a lot to me. So for someone from Zelda Universe to approach me and suggest the idea of a collaboration is a really big deal to me. But I thought to myself, there could be so much more to this than just that. I mean, I've been on Game Over Jesse's channel before. Zeltic has proven to be a supporter of the channel, and Zelda Informer has featured my articles before. So I thought to myself, what if I can do better than that? What if I can get all of these people together, and maybe more? And that's how this mega collaboration came to be. Now, unfortunately, Game Over Jesse, he is a very busy man. He's a family man, is really the reason why he wasn't able to make it to this episode. And I absolutely appreciate the fact that he helped out as much as he could. He's the one that introduced me to Joey Ferris, and he also introduced me to HMK. And both of them were phenomenal guests, and I thank him for that. It's a real shame that he couldn't be a part of the episode, but I still think that the episode turned out really good. And him and McIntyre Productions, both of them just really busy guys. You guys have no idea. Now here's the thing, okay? This is actually pretty much why I wanted to do this episode in general. Now, you may remember that in the teaser video, I actually said that Game Over Jesse and McIntyre Productions were going to be a part of the episode. And I just wanted to dispel any notion that there was any drama there, even though nobody assumed or asked if there was anything going on. I just want to put it out there that these two guys had every intention of being in the episode. They were both incredibly kind. Game Over Jesse, I've done a couple podcasts with, so obviously he didn't want to let me down. And in a way, he hasn't. He actually introduced me to two other great guests. So I have no ill will towards that, and I totally understand. He's a father, and he just didn't have the time to do it. McIntyre Productions, the guy is huge. He has a lot on his plate, and I really can't fault him for being too busy to work on the video. Honestly, it was incredibly flattering that he even considered to do the video. So if McIntyre Productions ever sees this, just know that I really appreciate the fact that you wanted to help out, and that you were able to take the time to at least let me know what was going on. He said he was very busy, he had a very rough week, and hey, I understand. I totally understand. But here's the funny thing, right? So there's two people that, in all honesty, I never knew about, and those two people were Joey Ferris and HMK. Joey Ferris is absolutely hilarious. I couldn't believe how funny he was. I wish I did more research on him the second that he became on the project. I regret that, because when I got his contributions, when I did, I was laughing in my seat. His commentary was incredibly good, and it was at that point that I was like, I have to see what else this guy's done before, because this is really funny. And his videos are incredibly good. Apparently he's a good friend of Commonwealth Realm, who's another Zelda-esque YouTuber. But even though Joey is a friend of Commonwealth Realm, he still doesn't have that many subscribers, which is surprising to me because he just has that incredible personality. It's why I gotta script my videos, because if I was to just freeball it and just try to give you like my genuine reaction to everything, I'm not as entertaining as this man. By no means. He's incredible. And HMK puts a lot of work into his videos. I watched the Keyblade video recently, and I was really surprised by how much work this guy puts into his videos. But it shows, and he has the subscriber count to back it up. He's a really cool guy. And he was the very first person to send back his audio for the video. He was really nice, and I really appreciate the work that he put in. So collaborations in general, what was my experience overall? My experience overall was kind of like what I expected. I personally do not like to work with other people. It's kind of why I like to use YouTube as an outlet. I have full control over my videos. I can put them out when I want to put them out. And creatively, I can do whatever I want to do. And outside of YouTube, I don't have that kind of control. I have to work with people. I have to deal with people. I have to appeal to people who work above me. That's always been a problem of mine. I always wanted to just kind of do my own thing and see what happens when I get to work by myself. So a collaboration is not something I ever really wanted to do. And in all honesty, actually, for the most part, everyone contributed in time to make the video work. And I don't want to discredit anybody. Every single person got back to me as soon as they could, and their work was phenomenal. Like, I didn't have to go back to anybody and say, hey, could you do this again? Except for like one little minor thing, and it was like, I would have still published the video anyway, but it was for just, a recommendation on my part, and they accepted the recommendation and brought it back. Other than that, everybody brought back their videos in a time frame that is good for you guys, and the quality of the commentary was something that lived up to my standards. So would I collaborate again? Well, here's the thing, right? So in truth, everybody contributed within the time frame that I gave them. It actually ended up extending because I wanted Michael Chin 1994 to be in the video. I actually spoke with somebody. It was actually M Toasty, the guy who did the outro animation and also cleaned up the logo to be pixelated looking. I spoke with M Toasty, and he said, hey, dude, you gotta get Michael Chin back sometime. He was great. I absolutely loved his intro in the Sonic Adventure episode. And I said to myself, well, yeah, I kind of hinted that I would want him to be in the Zelda video, but I never explicitly asked him. And so when M Toasty was like, it was really good, you should really get him back, that's when I was like, maybe I should just outright say, hey, Michael Chin, could you please come back? This episode's kind of a big deal, and I think that by having you on this episode, you're going to be exposed to more people, which is important to me, and I'll get back to that in a second. I did that. Just on a whim, I was like, I don't think I ever, really nailed it in that I wanted him to be back for the Zelda episode. So let me try that. So I did. I was just like, hey, I just want to make sure. Are you sure do you want to be part of the Zelda episode? I think it would be a great opportunity. There's going to be a lot more involvement. Zelda Informer and Zelda Universe are very likely to promote the episode because they're involved with it. Do you want a chance to do another intro? And he said, yes. How much time do I have? And I said, oh. Originally, when I offered that to him, I was like, oh my goodness, did I really just offer this guy to do the intro with 2 days left in the production? And I was like, no, I can't do that to him. I can't believe, first of all, I didn't think he actually wanted to do it. And then when he said that he would want to do it, I was like, no, there's no way that I'm going to leave this guy with 2 days to work on this video. That's not right. That's not okay. So that's when I delayed the episode. And I said, hey, you know what? It was supposed to be for Saturday. Can I give you till Wednesday? I don't want to delay it for too much longer. And I know that you're an animator, and animators need a lot more time to work with. Can you get it out by Wednesday? I'll make the idea really simple. And he was like, I can make that work. He's like, can I give it to you Thursday night? And I was like, oh, I really meant for it to be Wednesday so I could put it out Thursday night. And then I thought to myself, like, oh my God, what am I saying? Like, there's no real deadline. There's nobody out there that's like, it's supposed to be Wednesday. So I was like, dude, if you need Thursday, go for it, man. Please. And so that's when I said to all the other contributors, hey, I'm actually delaying the episode until Thursday night. So if you guys want to take some time to really think about your contributions, you know, you got till Thursday. So don't worry so much about getting it back to me by the weekend. And that's why I got a lot of these contributions back Tuesday and Wednesday night. And that's totally fine. Really, the hardest part of Boundary Break for me is thinking up what to say. I will literally sit here for double-digit minutes deciding on what I'm going to say for the next commentary. So for these people to take that load off my back, that makes it totally fine. So what ended up happening was Michael Chin actually got the intro back to me on Wednesday and not Thursday. So he did me a huge solid. He got me back that intro really soon. I did the sound design for him, and I'm actually really happy about that. I love to do sound design, and I think, in all honesty, I think he was kind of giving that to me because I think from the Sonic Adventure episode, he understood that I have a really big passion for sound design, and he kind of like gave me that creative control. And Michael, if you're listening to this, you know, thank you so much. I love to do that stuff. I'm very passionate about it, and for him to relinquish that amount of creative control to me is it means a lot. I can't, honestly, I can't say I do the same for someone else. So like that was really cool. So, and everyone else gave their audio back to me soon after that, and I was able to compile the episode and get it all done. I want to be completely transparent with you guys. Maybe this is boring as hell. I don't know. But I don't want to leave out any details because I want to be able to look back on this and be like, oh my goodness, that really did happen, huh? So Wednesday night, I had the video essentially done, and I processed and I rendered the video, which took hours because it was 30 minutes long. And I was like, okay, cool, it's gonna be done in the morning, all set, and I will post the video tomorrow morning, in fact. And what ended up really happening was I rendered the video, woke up, went to work, and then I thought to myself, oh, wait a second. Did I remember to put in Darren's clip from Zelda Informer for the menu? And so then I was like, oh my God, I can't remember at what point did I ever put in Darren's clip for the menu. And that became a problem, and I was like, I have to go home and I have to check. I have to go through this 30-minute video to see if I put in Darren's clip. And I went home on break, which was 10:30 in the morning because I was genuinely concerned. And I forgot his clip. I rendered the whole video, which took hours, and I forgot to render this guy's clip. Oh my goodness. I cannot put out the video like this. It's not just my clip, it's Zelda Informer's clip. Imagine like the guy putting in the effort to show off this scene and I don't put it in the episode. That's ridiculous. I can't do that. So I put the clip into the video on break and I have to re-render the video. So I re-render the video, go back to work, and then I go back home to start posting it to YouTube. And at this point, I basically was in a position where I was like, okay, so the video is uploading to YouTube at home. I can actually start adding all the details to it and stuff from work, and I can tell people on Twitter and stuff, okay, it's going to be out at 5:30. Set the video to release to the public at 5:30. I did this mostly because Darren was helping me out, and he was like, you know, hey, so what's happening this evening? And you could tell that it was kind of like he was being nice enough to give me a little bit of a nudge so that I can kind of announce when the video's coming out to the general public, and then he'd help me out with Zelda Informer and his own Twitter account. So I was like, well, duh. I mean, if the guy from Zelda Informer is going to give me an opportunity to advertise the video, I'm going to set it 5:30 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. You guys got it. you want to set time to come and watch the video, there it is. So that happened, and I put out the video, and you guys gave a phenomenal response. It made all the work worth it, 100%. I was worried. I was really worried that with all these personalities bouncing around and everyone having their own style to showcase the clip, that I'd be getting a lot more hate than I usually do for my episodes. And I'm very happy to say that there was only about 3 or 4 people who admitted that they didn't appreciate that. And I understand that was a concern that I had going into publishing this video. But for the most part, everyone's been really, really cool about it. And actually, they all gave really heartwarming compliments towards the video. And it just made the effort all worth it. 100% all worth it. Like, again, I say this almost every single Real Talk episode, but it's not about the money. I don't make any money off of these videos, really. It's just like maybe $10 tops. But the comments, just hearing another person telling me that this video was one of the best videos that they've seen, and all these really, really flattering words, it just made me feel like I did something right. Now, will I do another collaboration anytime soon? No. I will not be doing another collaboration anytime soon. This was definitely a very momentous occasion. Ocarina of Time is a humongous game. It needed to be said that it was a very important game, and I tried my very best to convey that within the episode. But that's about it. Actually, there is one other thing, and this is for just the people who really stuck by this entire video. I can already tell that this is definitely one of the most boring Real Talk episodes of all time. Again, video diaries, man. Sometimes they're really entertaining, and sometimes they're just not. But one other really cool thing is that there's a programmer who is a fan of the show, and he wants to be able to make Wii U games possible for a Boundary Break episode. And I've been talking to him for a little while. At first, he said it was going to be really easy, and I'm, of course, a humongous skeptic, but I do believe that he genuinely thought that, and I'm not trying to take that initial statement away from him. But what ended up happening was it wasn't as apparently easy as he thought. He's still working on it. He's just really busy with school and stuff, and hey, I understand, man. Don't worry about it. Honestly, my mindset with this proposal from him was basically like, if it never happens, it never happens. But the gesture itself is incredibly kind, and I'm never gonna take that for granted. So for people listening, there is an opportunity for Wii U games to suddenly be part of Boundary Break's schedule. It can happen. It's not a fool's dream. There are people behind the curtain trying to make that happen for you. So just keep that in mind. Just don't get your hopes up. But if we do get Wii U games on the table, the very first game that I'm going to be doing is Smash Brothers. 100% Smash Brothers. Then Mario Kart 8. And then Pikmin 3. Like, I have to get those games out of the way. It's killing me inside that I can't do anything with those games right now. Alright, let's start ending this episode. This episode's going on way longer than a usual Real Talk episode, so, ooh, God, if you stuck by this long, goodness me, you are an incredible fan. Because there's no way that you're just a casual viewer and that you've made it this far. So you are clearly a fan, and I 100% appreciate you, and I hope that I never lose your viewership because you're a phenomenal person. Anyway, so we got some fan art, man. We got some fan art, and actually I've been sitting on this fan art for a while. If you hadn't noticed, I haven't done a Real Talk episode in a really long time. But we have some fan art from Scrobble's Art, and this guy was actually trying to make some art for the channel. He was trying to do some for the header of the channel, and I told him what I kind of wanted. I wanted like more of a 90s character design vibe, so like, you know, big bold lines and all that stuff. And he ended up coming up with this art. I wasn't able to use it, but it's actually, it's incredibly creative and still incredibly well done. In this picture, I'm riding on a cloud, and I basically have the fisherman's camera from Super Mario 64, obviously inspired by the Lakitu. I really like this art. I really do. I have a very particular idea of what I want for the channel art, but this is really nice, and I really wanted to show it off here. So Scrabble's art, thank you so much, man. Like I love the background too. I love the gradient coloring with the checkerboard idea. This is one of those fan arts that I really want to hang up on my wall. It's so good. So thank you, man. I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry that I took this long to actually feature it on my channel, but I hope that you're still around to check it out and see it. So my final thoughts. I am really thankful for all of the people that got involved in that project, the Ocarina of Time video. Pretty much every single person that agreed to do my video has more subscribers than me, better off than I am. So for all of them to come together and help me out was an incredible gesture on their part. None of them had to do what they did, and I am so thankful. The Zelda community in general are incredibly great people. They're some of the nicest folks I have ever come to know as far as YouTube goes. And thank you. Thank you, Zeltic. Thank you, Joey Ferris. Thank you, HMK. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Zelda Informer. Thank you, Zelda Universe. All of you guys are way too kind, and it made the episode better for it. I wish all of you the best of luck. And to all the people listening right now, thank you for sticking by me, and thank you for waiting so long. It was nearly 3 weeks before that episode came out, which is something that I'm personally ashamed of, but none of you gave me crap for it. So thank you, and I will see you next week with Banjo Kazooie. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to do my very best to make it another great episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and Gibblegorp 2739.